So in this video I'm just going to go over the Brick trailer. I chose to do the trailer because I couldn't find a scene that I thought was really good to actually analyse and dig into deep, so I'm just going to go over the trailer and talk about the connotations and stuff that I got from watching the trailer. So straight away the voiceover starts and we have the production company being revealed, and the voiceover is a typical convention of the film noir genre, and straight away we have this text come up, and it's in sort of a smoky effect, which again is linked with the genre of film noir. We have all as they're talking, certain words are saying like brick, pin is coming up, and this could be linking to the storyline and lots of different clues. And also we have typical low-key lighting and shadows. Again, this is a typical convention of the film noir. And as we go on, the voiceovers talk about links in this in the film, like sort of subtle hints as to what the storylines are going to be. And again, the text is coming up in this sort of smoky effect. Again, here the lighting is pretty dark and sort of low key, and this is when we first introduced like pin. It comes up with pin, so you know he's the pin, because when it says pin, this mysterious guy appears, and then he's holding a match, which again could sort of symbolise danger. And sort of by now we know that this guy here is the protagonist, because he's the one that's doing all the talking, or most of the talking. Yeah, so we know that he is the one. And when he says that, you sort of realise that he's not really afraid of anything, because he sort of wants to get deep into like sort of what's happening, but you're not still unaware of what he's actually like looking for. So this is quite good, I think, because it sort of like film noirs are very mysterious and sort of keep you guessing. Here we see that it comes up with some prizes they've won, which, as watching it as a trailer, as an audience, you think, well, it must be quite good if it's won some prizes, so it might make you want to go watch it. That bit I think is very interesting, because this guy is playing with his straw, and he like takes it off him and ties a knot in it. And again, like I said previously, it shows that he's not really afraid to get stuck in and deep in, especially as there are actually three of them against sort of him. They could easily sort of turn on him, but because he's sort of seems to be in charge. And again, with this car bit, it symbolises, as it's coming at in full speed and he's not really moving out of the way, it symbolises that he's again not afraid, and the car is black, which shows that sort of black represents danger, so, and also death, so it could forebode the future of the film. Being set in this bit in the school, teens can relate to it, because it is in the school, and as you see here, like Venetian blinds, which, although they're only subtle, they are a typical convention of film noir. And this scene of him getting beaten up shows that he won't actually give up until he finds everything out, and yeah, and he will just keep trying, keep getting back up. Here, we are first introduced to the femme fatale's voice, and also sort of quick shots of him meeting her and other certain things, and the shots are pretty short, and you're not really quite sure what's going on, so it makes you want to go and watch it, and it also adds that sense of mystery. But also we find out who he's actually looking for. He's looking for a young girl, and as mentioned, because this is the first time we see the femme fatale, it suggests that she has something to do with it, because they come in sort of at the same time. This bit was interesting because it had sort of the juxtaposition, the contrast between dark and light shots, and this creates a sort of quite confusing atmosphere. And the smoke is still used as text, and it is the whole way throughout the trailer, so it suggests that smoke is sort of a key factor, and it could be within the storyline, it could link to something. We first see the jock there, and also just back there we saw the knife, and this could suggest that he is dangerous as well, although you're not quite sure what he has to do with it. And again, it's sort of just subtle hints being thrown around. Again, more clues. And in that bit, we sort of find out that he's the one, this guy's the one actually driving the car, because he says about the cigarette, and the cigarette just got thrown out the car. So you could tell that he's sort of trying to threaten him. But it's strange because we see this guy as sort of a villain type character, but he's wearing white, and if it goes back to it, he's sort of wearing darker colours than the actual villain, so it suggests that the protagonist could actually be more dangerous than the villain himself. After that bit of the gun, we have a massive contrast from the shot of the gun to this woman talking sort of quite comically about sort of, especially it's sort of a serious conversation, and she's saying about, oh, we don't have orange juice, we have apple juice, and it sort of gives a comedy element to the film, although there is like the serious bits as well. And these bits are sort of dark, and show the danger aspects of the film, which again, like I just said, are juxtaposed with the comedy element, so sort of creates this more mysterious effect. These scenes are very quick, but also the femme fatale talks over the top of them, so it shows that the femme fatale is probably in control, as she is in like most of the scenes, which is typical for a film noir, because in a way the femme fatale is always sort of very controlling over the protagonist especially. Obviously it's dark again, and then there she is. And then the title was revealed, and the thing I found interesting is because the title was actually mentioned at the beginning as well, but you don't realise that's actually the title because they're sort of talking about it as a clue, like as in the brick. So it intrigues the audience, and it sort of makes you think a bit more and not just the obvious. And again, like the smoke effect, so which could suggest that that's still got a key element to the film. Also, the music throughout, it stays the same but becomes more enhanced and fast-paced in the action bits, which is interesting because it shows that the film has its it could have its like fluctuations in the storyline, so there could be a lot of ups and a lot of downs, which I think is quite intriguing.